I recently was listening to you and you were teaching and you said something, it was just a little short sentence, but it really struck me and I thought that's pretty earth-shaking because you said forgiveness is not really for when you mess up. And everybody thinks forgiveness is for when you mess up. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. People think that forgiveness is like, for when people sin, for when they fail. Forgiveness is for when we are feeling guilty and then it's our Band-Aid. We look to the blood of Christ and we no longer feel guilty. Now, that's true. I mean, that's definitely part of the reason that forgiveness exists. But as we're looking in a study here at Lubbock Bible Church, we're looking at Peter, and Peter, the Apostle Peter, is saying some other things about forgiveness. I mean, he's saying that forgiveness is for the here and now and not for the next sin. He's saying that forgiveness, if I'm aware of my forgiveness, if I'm aware of my cleansing, if I get it, if I really get the idea that Jesus has said that in this moment that everything in my past doesn't count, that anything I've ever done in my past doesn't count, then I stand in this moment, in the present, totally cleansed and totally forgiven before God. And then that leads to clean living. I mean, Peter gives us this long list of traits, and I mean, Christians are really good at trying to do lists. You read this list, you read that list. I'll never forget, the sort of the love is patient, love is kind list that we hear over and over at weddings. And so we read that, we hear it read by the pastor up front, and then we start doing our checklist thing. Am I being patient? Am I being kind? Well, Peter gives us a similar list. I mean, it's qualities that we have as Christians through our behavior toward other people. But he tells us something that I think is really weird, Chip, and that's that, if you lack these qualities, if these qualities aren't being exuded in your life, it says you're nearsighted and you're blind and you've forgotten your forgiveness. You've forgotten that you've been cleansed. So my character in the present is determined by whether I remember my cleansing. And that's something that we don't think about very much. I mean, forgiveness is usually for sinning. But this is saying forgiveness equips you to live an upright life. And that's why we have to know. We really have to wrestle with it and grapple with it until we are certain that we are forgiven once for all, totally cleansed, and in a perfect state before God, because we live from that state.